Does it really matter who's the damn host? You're in paradise. Enjoy. Lady Lily back with another video, and today I am bringing you the Housewives of Potomac Season 2, Episode 10. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle. So the show starts out with the visit from Granny Joe, who is Giselle's mom. She is coming to town because she's going to watch the girls while Giselle is away at Bermuda. Mama want to know what's up with Kevin, because obviously, she loved Kevin. Kevin is her, homeboy, and she want to know what are they progressing and moving forward. Well, apparently Giselle is not sure about Kevin. She said he's doing his thing. She's not sure about taking him out the friend zone. And right now she's, not sure about moving forward with a relationship. And surprisingly, Giselle's mom is okay with that. She said, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, but it doesn't mean he's the right guy for you. So, pretty much she was telling her, she respects her decisions. And for Giselle, she feels like that is a green light to move forward, because she plans to turn up in Bermuda and perhaps meet a new hottie. Robin is with her boys, and they're asking her, I guess she's prepping a meal, preparing a meal, serving a meal, and they're asking about where's Daddy. She was like, oh, he's playing golf. And they was like, Daddy don't play no golf. And then Robin said she's decided she's not going to tell Juan about, the dating assignment. She was like, he's not going to want to see me date. He's going to take the air out my tires, and he's not going to allow me to go there, so I'm not going to tell him. Then one of the boys was like, you need to fix your hairline. And she said, you don't like my wigs? He's like, no, your wigs be ugly. And it's just like, I get it, boys and girls are totally different, but it's like Giselle kids are more like tame and calm, and Robin boys, they is just boys all over the place, just flipping out. But that boy said, your wig's ugly. I hollered when he said that. I'm like, damn, Giselle, the kids pay attention to the hair like that. It is travel day for the girls, and we see Karen packing up her car, bringing a month's worth of clothes. And she said this is the last time she is heading out to a trip from this particular home. Ray was like, did you start packing? And Karen's like, I started packing. And he said, yeah, one cabinet. So apparently they are going to move forward with this the home in Great Falls. But she is deciding not to tell the girls just yet, because you guys remember that Great Falls is no longer in the Potomac city limits. The girls are arriving to the airport. Karen is first, then Charisse, and then Ashley. You see Ashley. Ashley is saying, she's hoping to have a great time, and she really needs this because right now the issues at home are unresolved. Although she has talked to Michael, they still got things to work out, and she's hoping this trip will be a good way for her to get away, clear her head, and come back refreshed. Monique is mentioning this is the first time that she is traveling without her husband and without her kids, and she pretty much said she hadn't taken a trip, alone by herself, since prior to her marriage. Charisse is gonna hit milestones while we're across this trip. Apparently at midnight, it became her wedding anniversary, and she had mentioned that she decided to text Eddie a happy anniversary. And of course, guess what? She got no answer. And then also her birthday is going to take place while the girls are on this trip. The ladies arrived to the resort, and it is beautiful. The crystal blue waters and just the scenery. The girls arrived to their various rooms, and the rooms are very lovely. In each girl room, there is a basket with a greeting card from no other than the lovely host, Karen Huger. So apparently, Karen has left Charisse off the welcome gifts, because there was baskets with a card, so Charisse's name is not on the card. And the girls wanted to know, has Charisse got the boot? Got the boot from being a hostess, because when they were coming out the airport, They also noticed that Sharice's name was not listed with Karen's name when the driver was holding a sign up to welcome the girls to get them to their car. And Sharice is feeling some type of way, and she's like, well, let me go to my damn room and see if I got a basket and see if I got a basket and a card. So they get to Sharice's room, and Sharice's room is actually a suite, and it's beautiful. It's on several levels. And of course, there is a basket, and there is a card, and guess who it's from? You guessed, it is from Karen. So apparently, Sharice, girl, you is not the damn host no more. Robin was asking Giselle, did she speak to Monique or have any dialogue? And she said she didn't say anything to her. And Robin was like, well, how is this going to work? You couldn't even say, your shoes are nice or good morning or whatever. I mean, how are we going to be on a trip and you absolutely positively not speak to somebody? So the ladies are arriving to the first dinner of the trip, and it's a sunset outdoor dinner. There's live entertainment, there's cocktails, and the girls settle down under like a tent like to have dinner. Of course, there's some pettiness between Sharice and Karen because, Sharice said, well, if I was, still co-hosting, we would have known to put a fan, under the tent so we can be a little cooler. The girls are still confused about who is hosting. Karen was like, I am the host. And, pretty much was saying everybody needs to stop being petty. And then she was saying, I never knew anybody who complained about who names was not on a card when they was given a gift basket. So they go back and forth with that. That was the birthday party. Monique's daughter's birthday party comes back up. And of course, they were saying Giselle and the girls would have really liked it. And Giselle said, well, I was not invited. And Monique was saying, well, it was my daughter's first birthday and her christening, and I just wanted peace, harmony, and I didn't want to feel awkward. I didn't want no conflict. And then Giselle's like, well, I wouldn't came anyway if you did invite me. Robin then reveals to the girls that she is starting to see a therapist who has given her assignment to go on a date, and the girls are fully in support of that. Then Karen moves, then Monique's mentioned that they are getting ready to close on the house, or they have closed on the house. And then Karen goes from there to say, her house sold and it was a cash offer, so they have, they'll be moving pretty quickly. And then the girls went on to say, so where are you moving to? And then she said, well, I'm expanding my empire, I'm broadening my horizons, and she's doing everything beating around the bush. So she failed to mention at that point where she's moving, because of course she's moving out of Potomac city limits. Sharice mentioned she has upgraded to the room. Let me take that back. Rewind. So they were saying, I don't know if it was, I can't remember. Robin and Ashley was saying pretty much that Sharice, we should go hang out in Sharice's room because Sharice have a suite. And they said, and Karen's like, well, do you? And she said, Sharice like, yeah, I have upgraded. It's my birthday. Technically, it's my wedding anniversary. So I'm going to spend Eddie's money and enjoy it. And then Karen did a dig to say, so what happens when Eddie money, goes away? And that was interesting because I'm like, okay, Karen, she was married to this man for what, 18, 19, 20 years? She had 2 kids by him. I'm sure she's going to get something. If Mary J. Blige's husband can get $30K a month right now in temporary spousal support, I'm sure Sharice Jordan is going to get something. Karen has an opportunity to sell with the American Cup, and the thing about it, she can only take 2 other ladies. So she has invited Giselle in secret, and she has invited Monique in secret. But the 2 girls do not know that they both got invited as the 2. Not Giselle. Karen is saying that this is the last ditch effort to try to make amends between Giselle and Monique without having any extra sound bites. Because as you know, Sharice came to, the little meetup, and she turned the situation to herself and started crying. Sharice make an announcement that she has flown in her makeup artist because apparently she's not good with makeup, and that the girls are more than welcome to get their makeup done by her makeup artist. Karen takes it one step further and says she has flew in her hairstylist, and that they girls can get their hair whips and dips. So it's a little battle going on with that, and it was like making fun of, you know, Karen's hairdresser, because they say Karen hair doesn't always look good. It's the next day, and some of the one group is getting ready to head to the beach, and Sharice is just talking to Robin, and she was just saying, you know, her trip is a reminder, you know, that she doesn't have companionship anymore, and that things have changed, because she said the last time she went to Bermuda, it was with her husband Eddie. It is time to head to the boat, and it is revealed that Karen has selected Giselle and Monique to accompany her. Karen feels the girls never had a one-to-one, and she is willing, you know, to step back and let them have a dialogue. So, I mean, Giselle was going there with the, you know, you wouldn't be there if your husband, you know, didn't have money. And then, you know, Monique was saying, seem like you're jealous because maybe I'm living a life that you once lived. And even Monique goes a step further, like, well, you know, Giselle wouldn't be where she was at. She wouldn't be where she was at if it wasn't due to the status and the prestige of her ex-husband. So it doesn't get out of hand. They move forward. Meanwhile, the other half of the girls, which is Robin, Ashley, and Sharice, they are going to the beach. But they didn't realize that the group was splitting up. And then Sharice explained to them about the excursion. And they feel like she was done in poor taste. And they didn't like how they separated up, because technically they said today was Sharice's, you know, day to host. However, the girls are going to go to the beach, but they're not just going to go to the beach, they're going jet skiing. So Robin and Ashley, they're taking off on their jet skis. They're ripping and running through the water, having a good old time. Sharice, meanwhile, is just taking it easy, cruising like a grandma. She takes off a little bit, but she plays it safe. Meanwhile, on the boat, Monique was terrified. It was Monique, Giselle, and Karen. Monique is terrified because the way the boat is set up, you got to do like a little challenge, and yeah. So the ladies managed to accomplish the task on the boat, because they make it seem like when they show the commercials that Monique was going to have a wipeout or something, but everybody managed to accomplish the task. And even Giselle gave Monique some form of compliment and was somewhat, you know, keeping her calm, saying she can do it. And then Giselle was like, well, damn, I wouldn't want to see the girl drown and die. You know, I'm not that horrible. So meanwhile, back to shore, Ashley was just talking to the girls about Michael and, you know, what was going on. And, you know, she feels like, you know, she don't want to have to choose the marriage versus the restaurant. And then they was just saying, maybe, you know, you will have to make a decision, or you can choose the restaurant, but you got to put your marriage on, you know, perspective. And they was saying, you know, Ashley was just saying she felt like, you know, it's just saying my marriage is on rocky foundation. That's not how we started out. And then she also told them how she's open to push back the you know, having a baby right now, because she feel like they're not at a place to birth a child. From there, Giselle and from there, okay. Anyway, that's that part. So Giselle and Mo are looking like they put their weapons up. So maybe we might have a celebration, and maybe the battle is over. They are now encouraging Karen to stop whipping Sharice. They felt like, you know, she has not been supportive of Sharice. Sharice is going through a lot, and she feel like Karen is just like trying to kick her while she's down. So they were saying that Karen needs to get that together. Sharice, being that their second day there or first full day end up with them being split apart, Sharice has put together a sunset cruise. I think it's going to be dinner on a boat as well, and she pretty much just tests the rest of the girls to be ready in 30 minutes. The girl, while Ashley and Robin was down there with her makeup artist getting their makeup done. So they encouraged and pushed Robin to go ambush Karen. When they started to, okay, hold on, let me look at my notes. To go ambush Karen. Okay, yeah. So they encouraged, pushes Robin to go ambush Karen, and they were starting to, they mentioned how, it's funny how Karen can come for everybody, but can't nobody could come for Karen or confront her. And then they get into, how they think, Karen acts like she have all this type of money and this, but she really don't have that, and they're like questionable about her financial status. But I'm like, Robin, are you really Robin, are you there? Well, it's not really Robin, because Robin, ain't gonna step on foot on no financial issues. More so Sharice was saying, how she still has her house, and taking little digs at Karen. So Karen is in her room getting her hair done, and Robin comes and she said, pretty much tell her why you didn't tell her what she was trying to do. And then she said, you seem like a hypocrite because, you're saying we need to get together and come together with all this sisterhood and rah-rah, but you're being, fake and phony. So, Karen was like, you can feel whatever you want to feel. Pretty much it is what it is. So Robin ups and leaves, and then Karen said, that is nothing but the work of Sharice. So, they show the producer saying, okay, we're going to let you go so you can get ready. But then Karen Mike is still hot. And so Karen was like, yeah, that's Sharice. She's evil. She's jealous. She thinks the world need to bow down to her, and anybody could have married Eddie Jordan and got what she got. And she was like, she can't come from me. We ain't on the same level. I don't go around freaking the fireman. And then it flashed back to when Giselle was on the Andy Live or whatever, the show, the live show with Andy Cohen. And from there, it was just like, so it stopped there. It said to be continued. So this trip is going to continue next week. We shall see. I'm sorry if you heard noise in the back. My air conditioner's on. It is hot as hell in Chicago. So, honey, y'all have to deal with the air. That is it. That is all. Stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe us. Hey, what's up? New subscribers, come on and join the family. Peace.